Let's go full Diva Glam. I'm going to step you through this look. First, I'm going in with my base. I'm wearing my foundation on top of my tinted moisturizer. That's going to give me my full coverage that I'm after for this look. I'm going to go a nice patting, pitting motion. It gives you better coverage without having to use too much product. Next, I'm going in with a bit of concealer. This concealer is 2 shades lighter, so it's going to not only conceal, but it's also going to help brighten this under eye area. Next, we're going to do a really basic quick contour. So I'm just going to go on the high point of my cheek and I'm just going to bring it down just like that, and with a nice fluffy brush, I'm just going to bounce it into place up into that hairline, and then I'm going to start brushing it upwards. Do a little bit up here on my forehead as well. And then I'm going to do underneath my jawline. I'm starting behind my ear and swiping it right along that jaw area. And then same thing, just grabbing that same fluffy brush and I'm going to brush it into place. Now I'm going to add a little bit of soft pink colour to my cheeks just to add that bit of life back into my face. I'm just going to blend it out on my brush and then I'm going over that contour line. And then I'm going to also start to blend it up over my temple, doing a bit of a C motion. And then I'm just going to grab my foundation brush and we're just going to calm this down a little bit, and it's going to help blend that colour out. Now I'm adding a little bit of glow to my face. I'm just going just above that blush line and I'm just using a nice light brush, and that is just going to give me that beautiful bronze glow. Now let's move on to the eyes. I'm going to use some trusty tape to help get this wing eye look. First, I'm going in with my base shade. This colour I'm going to use on the high point of my crease, which is just above where this bone is, above my eyeball. This is just going to help push back the hood. I'm just going to windscreen wiper this one right across my eyelid and just start to bring it up towards my brow. I'm going to leave a gap of about that much. Depending how much surface area you have, you may not need to bring it up as high. Next, I'm going to grab my gorgeous champagne shimmer colour, and this one is going to go all the way across my eyelid. I'm just going to swipe it on, and then I'm going to grab a nice fluffy brush and I'm just going to start to blend it out. I'm not going to bring it as high as that initial base colour, mainly sticking this one to my eyelid area. Now I'm going to grab a pure black eyeshadow. This one very pigmented, so I'm just going to start with a little bit. I can always build it up. I'm grabbing a new brush, and now because I've got that tape there, I don't need to worry about it making too much of a mess, and it's going to give me a really nice sharp edge to work with. And I'm just blending this one about halfway across my eyelid. And then if I need to, I can always grab the brush that I used for that initial champagne colour and just switch between the two to help blend them out. I just don't want to bring this one too far across, so I'm really just focusing on this outer half with this colour. Now I really want to create a bit of a wing with that same black eyeshadow in a more pigmented way. I'm going to grab a nice angled flat brush. I'm going to grab the product off the wand, and again, because I've got that tape there, it gives me a bit of a guide, and it doesn't matter if I mess it up too much because I'm just going to take that tape off and the line will be there for me. So I'm just doing nice little quick dashes. Every now and then I'm just going to look straight ahead just to see where it's sitting. I cannot do wings normally. Only way I can do it is with a bit of cheeky tape. Now with the same method, I'm going to grab a little bit more product off my wand, and I'm just going to do quick little dashes underneath my eyes for a bit of a dramatic black eyeline look. And I do like to slightly smudge this one out so it's not such a harsh line. I'm just using a brush just to go over the top of it to help blend it out. Okay, now it's the moment of truth. And then I'm just grabbing a brush just to go over where that tape was, just to help blend it back in. Now this look definitely calls for luscious lashes, so I'm going in with a lash prime. It's just going to help give me that 3D lash effect to another level, and then go over the top with my fiber mascara. Now this look would look amazing with lash extensions on, but I'm avoiding adding the glue at the moment. Okay, now I'm just going to tidy up these brows. I'm just going to run a spoolie through it just to help blend any product out. And then I am going to fill it in because the rest of my face is quite glammed up. My brows need to also match the situation. So I'm just very lightly filling them in with my brow pencil and then flip over to the spoolie side and just help blend that out. I'm going to grab that same highlight product I use and just add a touch of it to the very top of my eyelid area, and this is just going to help accentuate the arch with that gorgeous glow, and it also just ties in my eyeshadow look as well. Now to decide on lip colour, I feel like this look could get away with any of these dramatic kind of bold colours, but let's just give them all a try. And there we have our classic red. Now we have a very glam plum. And I think this is my favourite, a nice Barbie pink. Let me know which colour you would go for a really nice bold lip to go with this look. I finished the look by adding a couple of little diamantes for that diva look. Now, if you've got anything you'd love to see or tutorials, please let me know, as I'm always looking for content ideas and I'd love to help.